back. I am just finally getting everything put into my truck here for the tent winter trip. And I'm leaving from here tomorrow morning. I'm going up to the farmhouse, spend the night, and then early the following morning I'm heading up to the tent. Like I talked about in a previous video, I've kind of been watching the weather, and it sounds like tonight up there it should get down to 9 below zero, and then I can't remember. Maybe it's going to get to be 9 above there tomorrow. I don't know, because we just had a warm spell. Now we're getting cold. So it looks like the morning that I'm going to be going, crossing the lake should be 3 below zero. And that's what they're saying on my phone, so it probably could be 6 or 8 below, which would be nice. And I think that it's not even going to get above 10 degrees that day. But with how warm it's been and all of I was just reading a thing, and it said that in that area they have more snow right now than they've had in 20 years. So, but since we've had this little warm spell, I might have a hard top on the snow going across the lake. And like I talked about in a previous video, it's the slush. Sometimes you can go through that snow and you'll have 12 inches of slush before you hit the ice. And that's the scary part. So by crossing that lake early in the morning below zero, I have a better chance of riding on top, because it's only in a couple of places, like when you leave the boat landing, for the first quarter mile, that's the worst. And then it's not too bad, and you get around, and then it can get kind of bad coming into the tent also. So, you know, a third of a mile of the 3/4 mile walk could be kind of a pain. And then when you get towards the tent, the snow can get super deep. So anyway, that's the chosen morning. Oh, and then the next day though, then that night I think it drops down to 6 below, but the next day it's going to be 22 degrees outside, which is beautiful. So I mean, that's warmer than it was some of the deer hunting days. You guys just watched me. I was out here and fixed this broken back strap here, and I think that's going to be just fine. I mean, it's either going to be just fine or it's just going to pop loose again, but that's on there tight. If that rubber holds, I'm going to be real good. I'm also going to throw in my bigger snowshoes. I've got these little, I don't know what these are, probably 25 inch since they're 825s. I have no idea. Anyway, I've got the wooden kind that are big, and I'm going to throw those in just in case I get 100 yards onto the lake where that's the worst part and I immediately fall through. Then I'll go back to the truck and get the bigger ones, and I'll have a better chance of getting over the top. When I go up there, I'm going to bring my small suitcase, which I always bring. I will throw in my boots, my packs, whatever you want to call them, my winter boots, just in case I fall through the slush and my shoe gets really wet. And I've done that before and still walked it, but you just never know. And most of the times I bring it up there and I never use those boots, like the last 3 or 4 years, and it's like, why did I bother bringing that weight across? But I'm going to try to stay minimal. This is full of all the ammunition from deer hunting and stuff, so I'm going to clean this out, and I can put some stuff in here, bring up one change of clothes, because I do have a couple of changes of clothes at the tent, as far as underwear and t-shirts and stuff goes. And I know I'm bringing up pork steaks, I'll bring up some potatoes, I got to remember to bring up that deer heart. Yeah, I just don't want a whole lot of weight when I'm crossing. I can remember back, like when Sarah and I went up, I talked about this a while back in 2012, or any time we would go up back then, we'd have a sled in with the food and everything, and then we'd have to carry in a sled with 5 gallons of water. And where now I just leave the water up there, it's frozen. I realize that I have to bring 1 bottle of water with me because it's going to be hours before there's another bottle of water or any type of other water thawed out. So, oh, and then we used to have to bring in gas for the generator, which I don't have to worry about that now. So, anyway, just going to try to keep it kind of light. So this pair of snowshoes right here are 60 inch, so you can stay on top a lot longer with something this big compared to those little ones. But the little ones are much less of a pain to walk, use them walking than these are. pork steaks, deer heart, a few potatoes. I'll grab a couple other things, throw in some beers. Should be doing pretty good. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned for the 2020 tent winter trip.